supposed to be doing something for Juneteenth. They was asking me, like, what does Juneteenth mean to you and this and that. I'm the Mr. Positive Energy guy, helping people become their best selves and all that. But I have to make them understand that there's two sides of who I am as far as talking about my blackness, as far as talking about who I am. So I'm going to give them these two pieces combined in one, and I'm going to show them both sides. I'm just going to let them know that. First, let me make this disclosure. I'm a black man, so understand that I am a soldier. See, I was birthed in the battle because I was taught from my birth that my worth was the shackles. Because the only history that they gave was that our dad's dad was a slave. But what about our great forefathers? I know some of them kings and the Israelites was darker. See, I believe that's our true bloodline. And in the 60s, the violence woke up your highness. And then there was silence. When they killed Martin Luther and Malcolm X, but we ain't had no true leaders next. And you can Google it and try to find truth in it, but ain't much there, and you wonder why we losing it. Because we are sick of the injustice, we getting disgusted. Put your fist up. Now I already know that I'm gonna catch some flack, but guess what? I don't care. This is my authentic self, and I'm proud to be black. You should never be scared to lift your fist in the air and yell black lives matter. And those who define the meaning behind it as negative are those who want to keep you binded. Binded. Another word for shackles. White sheep for blue. Now it's cool to attack. Nah, homie, they ain't cool with me. Something to fight for is right power and unity. And we don't need no rocks or bottles, because we got judges and preachers, businessmen and scholars. Blacks and whites need to come together, hold it down. We demand justice. The time is now. If you know you're not an animal or a thug, but a king and a queen, then put your fist up. See, that was a little bit too aggressive. It's like, Kevin, there's people that I don't know. So it's like, all right. I'm going to tone it down. I'm going to talk to you. And it's, all right, you want me to talk? So give me some time to talk. And look, typically, I spread positive energy out equally. But right now, I want to speak to my people. Those who've been marginalized and treated as less than equal. You know the ones who came over on boats? They finally broke chains and then you hung them up with ropes. They finally had change and they finally had hope. You ever heard of Black Wall Street and how it somehow ended up in smoke? Oh, you never heard about that because they don't teach it in the schools because the victims are black. From a prominent black community promoting unity and wealth throughout the town. But it was burnt to the ground. And it wasn't ISIS or Al-Qaeda who flew the planes and lit the flames. It was the white neighbors, filled with anger and jealousy and rage because they couldn't compete with the so-called inferior race. See, y'all don't even know. I'm trying to explain the power that we have flowing through our veins. We are living proof of the power of our ancestors. And unity is the only thing that can help us. But meanwhile, everybody talking like they woke. But when it's time to get in line, we sleeping on the power of the vote. Now I can't front. I was just like most. But then I looked around like, this ain't a joke. We need to stop playing before these voted in white creeps get those with white sheets straight to start coming out of the dark. Agent Orange don't run me along. There's so much hatred in his heart. And meanwhile, we sitting here being complacent. We need to open our eyes, realize, mobilize, and replace them. Unity is a must. It's up to us. We got to put our differences aside and get on the bus. But listen, real talk. Every generation runs their own leg of the race in the marathon for equality. And we got to pick up the pace. Because they had kids locked in cages right in our faces, screaming, make America great again. Now that was outrageous. But y'all don't even know. I'm trying to explain. What they did to Colin Kaepernick, now that was insane. He took a knee with the power of our ancestors. A nonviolent protest, and the white folks felt helpless. So what did they do? They silenced his voice. But if we come together, then they ain't got a choice. I don't care if you white, black, yellow, blue, or brown. Lift your voice. The time is now. But wait now. When you speak, you know they're going to expect you to, look and speak like a scholar. Because those weak folk get shook when you black and you got knowledge. They say we naturally intimidate folk. You want to know why? Because no matter how hard they try, yet and still we rise. Out of the smoke from the flames of the fire that they lit. And the smoke still remains, and you wonder why we can't forget. And we can't even if we wanted to, because not much of change has to still pull a gun on you. And it doesn't matter whether you did it or not. The only thing that matters is the amount of melanin in the skin that you got. Now here's proof. Remember Dylann Roof killed 9 people in the church but didn't get shot. But Tamir Rice committed no crime, yet died. Dead on the spot. That was a 12-year-old boy playing with a toy. But his murder was justified because this system is paranoid. Because they know what lies deep within us. I believe that's why they resent us. It's because of our black excellence. I am Kev James. I am the Black Hippie. My slogan is Let's Do Life. That's L-I-F-E. It's a let it flow experience. Hopefully what you experience transform your mind, your heart, your perception, and your life. I'm Kev James. Let's do life. Yee.